Spain experienced a huge real estate crisis 15 years ago, and that's why now the mortgage market and the real estate market is highly regulated. But at that time, many mortgages were given to insolvent profiles, which resulted in many homeowners defaulting on their mortgages. The economic repercussions of these policies were devastating, and the Spanish government had to bail out the banks to prevent them from going bankrupt. Even today, there are still tens of thousands of properties in the possession of banks, either from developers who went bankrupt and could not repay the loan, but also from homeowners who could not pay their mortgages. And the reality today is that these repossessed properties are highly sought after products by experienced real estate investors, as they are very often good properties offered for sale below their market price. Moreover, most people think repossessed properties are all cheap, not attractive, destroyed, or in need of a renovation. But that is not true. In fact, there are even luxury properties that have been repossessed by banks. The bank's intention with repossessed properties is not so much to profit from the sale, but to get rid of the asset and obtain liquidity, which is what they are willing to offer very high discounts. Based on my own experience, I've seen properties located in important cities such as Barcelona or Valencia being bought with a 30 to 40% discount on market value. The vast majority of Spaniards are unaware that they can buy properties from banks, but the reality is that any citizen can access them from their computer. However, I strongly advise to carry out these operations with the help of an expert, as they can be very risky assets and you will have to do a proper due diligence to avoid getting into trouble. If you are planning to invest in Spain, either to get the golden visa to have a summer vacation home or just to invest in a rental real estate property, you can contact us and we will give you a customized service. So in this video, I'm going to talk about how to buy repossessed properties from banks and what is the process you have to follow as a foreign citizen. If you still don't know everything you need to know about how to buy a real estate property in Spain, I recommend you to stop this video for a second and watch this video first, where I explain everything you need to know about how to buy a real estate property in Spain as a foreigner. Assuming you already have your NIE certificate and your bank account in Spain, the first thing you will do is to look for properties online. Banks in Spain have their own real estate platforms where they publish their assets. In the description of this video, I will leave you some of the biggest real estate platforms from banks. In these websites, you can filter your search by price, location, and many other factors. However, the most important detail you must know is the current situation of the property, as it may be illegally occupied, vandalized, or with existing tenants inside the property. And that is why you will see many properties without interior pictures, as banks cannot access their own properties. When you find a property that you like, what you should do is to send them a message. Although if you speak Spanish and you can call them, it will be much better since they hardly ever answer the messages or emails. When you finally contact them, they will tell you that they will contact the agent responsible for that property, since they do not have their own team of real estate agents, but they give the sale of their properties to external real estate agencies. Normally, the real estate agent will reach out to you in a few days to arrange a visit to the property. Keep in mind that there is a lot of information that they will hide from you, including the exact address of the property. The real estate sector in Spain is highly regulated and banks work with a very strict privacy policy and cannot give much information about repossessed properties. So it is always best to visit the property because you can find big differences with respect to the online listing. If you have seen the property and you like it, at this point you should make a purchase offer. In no case you should buy the property for the advertised price. You should always negotiate the price with the bank. Depending on the market cycle in which you find yourself, you can negotiate more or less, but it is normal to start with a 30% below the reference price. Once you reach an agreement on the price, the first thing you will do is to carry out a due diligence of the property. Among other things, the most important will be to check the Nota Simple certificate to make sure that everything is correct and that you will not be responsible for any debts owed by the previous owner of the property. The next step will be to demonstrate that the funds with which you are going to buy the property are legal. And for that, you will have to fill in a series of documents that the bank will ask you for, including the source of your income. Among other things, the most common is that they will ask for your NIE certificate and documents about your working life, providing the source of your income. And something that many investors do not know is that they can use a mortgage to buy this asset. It is something that you can negotiate with the bank who's selling you the property. And if your financial profile is good, it is normal that the bank will offer you very advantageous mortgage conditions. And I would strongly recommend you to take advantage of them. With the offer already accepted and all the documentation approved by the bank, the next step will be to sign the property deed in the notary. The real estate agency will propose a notary, but you will be the one who decides which notary to go to, since the buyer has the right to choose. I want to emphasize that there is nothing wrong in buying a repossessed property. It is a totally legitimate transaction. It is worth taking a look at the properties from the bank since you can find very good deals with great discounts. And on top of that, you can take advantage of the financing offered by the banks that sells the property to you. However, it is true that this type of property may have hidden defects. So I would recommend you to get good advice and negotiate with the seller a 6-month warranty on structural damage and major faults. If you're thinking of buying a property in Spain and you want to leave this process in the hands of local experts, you can contact us at the link you will find in the description below. We will kindly help you.